Hello! Today we are taking the Astro to the menders. It's developed a misfire. The other day it watched me take out all 8 plugs on the Dodge and give them a clean, and it punished me by developing its own misfire because obviously it was jealous. Good morning!
Morning.
Guess what?
What?
We're off to a American car specialist because this has still got a misfire.
Marvellous.
That's not what I said. It has had new plugs, new leads, new distributor cap, new rotor arm, all of which were old, manky, chunks missing in them, properly worn out.
Yeah.
Put it all back together, still misfires. And that one.
Oh yeah, that's not good, is it?
Yeah, there we go. Obviously the garage we're going to is closed.
Oh, obviously, I was going to say that. I suppose you found an American garage that opens on a Sunday.
No, I haven't. Basically they said, our forecourt's got the gates across, but you're welcome to leave it on the lay-by next to the place.
What, with a can of petrol?
So I'm literally going to abandon it, put the keys in their letterbox.
Yeah.
Hope it's still there tomorrow morning.
Yeah, fingers crossed, maybe not.
And if you could give me a lift back, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Luckily it's only an hour away.
Oh, that's alright then. Just like I went on a Sunday morning. Cool.
What I've done, I've put the dog kennel back on, but I haven't bothered to put all the paraphernalia on.
Okay.
So as we can see, we've got all the stereo wiring there, which is I think I found actually a nesting pigeon in there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that didn't help. So that's gone now. So
if you put the dog kennel back in, where are you sleeping at the moment?
Oh, that's another story.
All right. Well, I'll follow you. Because you just lost me when you said motorway.
All right, okay. All right, bud.
All right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Well, here we go. We've left the van where he said leave it, and we're about to go. As I've been borrowing Dad's car, and not the Jag, but the Volvo, for the last few weeks while my Astro's being fixed at the menders, I thought I'd give it a bit of a clean before I bring it back to him tomorrow and pick up the Dodge that I'll then be using this week at work because the Astro is still being fixed. There's quite a lot of moss growing in this car because it doesn't get much use. We'll address that now, I think, for him. Well, I've arrived to pick up the van. It's a difficult decision. Do I take the van home for the week at work, or do I take the Jag home and leave Dad the Volvo? Tricky one, that. Astro. Look, this is going. He hasn't got a misfire.
He might have a misfire. He might not be as picky as you.
Great news. I'm here with Chris.
Hi.
We're going to pick up the Astro. It's ready, it's done. They've arranged for it to be left out on the roadside. So it's after work, it's pouring with rain, the traffic's horrendous. Undeterred, we are going to get the Astro back.
Yay.
We're trying to contain our combined excitement. At least it's not sort of like busy and horrendous and crap.
No.
No, it's all good.
It'll be fine.
There's the van there. It's so scary.
Take the next left, then your destination will be on the left.
We've won. Oh, there's someone to put. You can pull in just behind it. Oh,
Your destination is on the left.
it's there.
Okay, on the road a bit.
Look at that. Well, the Astros home. Slightly fraught drive. It's punished me by fixing it by having no indicators. So, the Astro, the gift that keeps on giving. It seems to be an American van theme. The more you try and fix them, the more they punish you by breaking. Well, the day's arrived. I'm taking the Jag back to my dad and I'm swapping it for my Dodge. The Astro is home and it's repaired. We had a slight glitch with it having no indicators, but that was traced back to somebody's size 12 boot just knocking the flasher relay loose. So that was actually a 2-minute fix once I found the relay. So I've already been over to Dad's house because the van had been parked up for so long and it happens to have a slow puncture. I had to load the compressor into the back of the Astro, drive over to Burnham-on-Sea, unload the compressor, inflate all the tyres on the Dodge, and bring the compressor back over to my house in the Astro. And now I'm taking the Jag back to Burnham so I can swap it for the Dodge. That's right, is that right? Yeah, the Dodge. So far, my collective fuel usage, just to swap these cars about, is probably quite high. I've driven over to Burnham-on-Sea, which is about 10 miles to be honest, it's not very far, in a 4.3 litre V6 Astro. Pumped the tyres up, drove back in the Astro. I'm effectively now swapping it for a 4 litre V8 Jag. And I'm driving back to Burnham to pick up my 5.2 litre Dodge van and drive that back. I think there's a polar bear somewhere tonight having a bad time. It's probably feeling quite warm. And the Astro has 6 new fuel injectors. That's got to be more efficient. It's got to be. We've got it. We're heading back. It works. It fired up first time. It's actually running really well. I know I've been really quite negative about this at times in the past. However, it is going really well. We've had the battery on charge, but that's been it. So we're about to head home. I'll tell you what, the heater works. God. I'm not going back on the motorway. I said it's going well. It is, but I'm not stupid. Yeah, I think it's time to turn off the camera and turn on Joe Wiley for Radio 2 evening show. You can't beat a bit of Joe Wiley whilst you're driving it. Okay, end of collecting the Astro video. Well, in conclusion, we brought the Astro home. It was slightly fraught as we discovered on collection. The indicators had decided to give up. Why not? Why wouldn't they? But they did. So we drove home with no indicators, getting dark, but everything else worked and it drove really well. On investigation, it was really, really simple. The relay for the indicators had been knocked out by probably a size 12 boot because it's just up under the dashboard. So that was an easy fix. So, what did we actually have to do to the Astro to get it repaired? It was fundamentally one injector had died, but as it's such a chore to get to them all, I opted to replace all 6 injectors. So it's had the whole new spider unit and the injectors, and now it's running perfectly, really well indeed. So with a perfectly working Astro, that concludes this video. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you like what we do, please subscribe perhaps. If you have any comments, suggestions, tips, or even criticism, put it in the comments below. We really do appreciate getting comments from you guys. And we will see you in the next video. I'll tell you what, folks, the roads round here are so bloody awful. I'd imagine I'm bouncing all over the place.